Check, 47. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Lindsay. Shreds the tackle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 59 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 2nd and 2, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete. But no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Another completion there. We think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
The end result, 21 yards.
Set. 60
On play action, Lawrence. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Sam off. 30 base.
A give running right, ETN. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Lawrence will throw. That is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That complete over the middle. He's got Manhertz, the tight end. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but now it's third and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third and goal, Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, they headlined the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Jags grab it.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Down. 70. Indy. Here we go. Hey, check right.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
On first down, right back to ETN.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. And got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Watson off play action. Flushed out right.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Out of the gun, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans have taken the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. They go play action with Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and...
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossett.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Off of play action, it's Watson.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from, so field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On second down, right back to Lindsey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
On first down, Lindsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that was a pleasing run from Phillip Lindsay coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing, and they're trying to find anyone who can lead them and get that running game moving in Houston.
On first down, Watson. He'll find Lindsey here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kahale Waring taking it in from a yard out.
And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence. It's complete to Fitzgerald. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson, 52 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. On first down, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 90 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Just a yard to go here on second down. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Keon Crossan there on the tackle. Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Jet sweep now. Here's Collins.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Off the option, here's ETN.
And he he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now here's a throw that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Lawrence to Jones, first down, Jacksonville. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here's Lawrence.
Got some real estate inside the 30. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Shaq Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Hey, Delta.
After the sack on first down, Lawrence under pressure. They got him again. Shaq Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On first down, Lindsey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll indeed take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
44.
Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest. The realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt. You gotta play my mix around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me.